across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the mile high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Dugan. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on, boys, come on. Watch 32.
Back to throw. Dugan. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer? And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
Check, check. 31's the line. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Dugan. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
We got 4. 31's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Looking to throw. Dugan. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down straight ahead. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, Broncos nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight.
To throw on second down, Dugan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Running on first down, Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4.
21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Chargers 21, Broncos nothing.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, he bowls over him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff. It's Eckler. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. D. Ford able to get him for a loss of about 3. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, we got 4 down.
From the gun, Dugan. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Herbert finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 31's the mic. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Throwing on first down. Dugan. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Second and a yard.
Off the play fake. Dugan escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Dugan. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tighten up. 31's the mic.
Throwing again. Dugan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll stick with the passing game. And nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Dugan.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Chargers 17-yard line.
31's the mic. Not here.
Looking to throw. Dugan. That's going to be caught by Judy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Back to throw. Dugan. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
On first down, Dugan. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And
this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Jacob Harris.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Next to score, Chargers 31, Broncos 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Man left, man left. We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, Dugan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
31's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down, Dugan.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On the give, this is Eckler. Got some room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
147 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jacob Harris
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Dugan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
Mike, 45. Oh, you got deep? Shoot. Smash.
They'll run here with Eckler. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So Herbert off, and on is Tristan Vizcaino for the Charger field goal.
Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
I'm here all day. 31.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Single. 19 tight. Hey, 86. He's sneaky.
Back to throw again.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here we go. Watch the 6.
play action. It's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Pushes him over. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the option, here's Eckler. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dugan over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete, Okuebunam. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He's not going to get me. 31's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.